Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue sur ma chaîne YouTube. Aujourd'hui, ce que vous allez visionner, c'est l'interview complète du chef de la communication de l'IT Army. Elle fait suite au reportage sur la cyberguerre que j'ai sorti il y a maintenant quelques mois. Si tu l'as toujours pas visionné, je t'invite à aller la voir juste avant de regarder cette interview pour mieux comprendre les enjeux. Elle est dans la description. Alors, pour faire un récapitulatif de ce qui se passe, c'est une interview que j'ai eu beaucoup de mal à avoir parce qu'il fallait un fameux papier qui prouvait que j'étais bien un journaliste pour pouvoir justement avoir cette interview et lui poser les questions que j'avais en tête. Alors maintenant, je suis fier de pouvoir vous la proposer complètement traduite de A à Z. Donc voilà, bon visionnage à vous. Ok, I'm sorry for my camera.
No problem. I can actually see it, so it's
okay. It's good for you.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have a lot of questions for the IT Army. Are you a hacker in the IT Army? Is that right?
Hacker?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'm not really a hacker. And actually, IT Army is not about hacking. It's like two questions in one that you've made, like in the beginning. First of all, it would be more precise to consider IT Army is a classic volunteering organization. You know, the same one as fundraising, buying weapons, or some stuff that is needed for the troops. Like, we operate exactly in the same manner. So the difference is that we operate in a cyberspace. It might cause the idea that we are kind of hackers.
Okay.
But our main activity is around DDoSing, which is supposed to be like the way of hacking. But if you will look deeper, it will be a very brute force way. So it's literally, if you will go to the website and click F5 many times, you will be a hacker, you know?
Okay.
So on my end, like, the whole organization is not really, it could be called hackers in a classic meaning. It would be more precise to call them cyber activists or hacktivists, right? Which became popular.
Yeah.
Talking about me, I'm in the execution of this organization. I've been one of very first members, and some of execution quality was built around me. I'm currently in charge of the public communication, so I'm kind of official spokesperson of the organization.
Okay. Since when have you joined to Digital Army?
Well, I was in the very early days. I don't know, maybe it was day 1 or day 2.
Okay.
It was really occasional because I moved out from my native city of Kyiv. So I relocated myself and family to the western part of the country. And then we met with my friends who work for the Ministry of Digital Transformation. And I said, I don't know, like, what to do. Should maybe I be trained, for the military service or whatever. Nobody knows, like, how long this is going to take, and what we all going to do. They said, hold on, like, they know my background. My background is in technology.
Okay.
They said, look, maybe you're going to be interested in the thing that we do. And I even haven't heard that it was publicly announced. Like, I missed that. And we had to, frankly speaking, start from scratch. When it was announced, like, I've been a kind of very first person that was in charge of some, consistent execution, but we literally had to invent everything from scratch.
What are your personal motivation?
My personal motivation is the contribution to the fight, right?
Yeah.
Like, my country has been tried to invade by another country. And I'm a kind of people, right, that just can't stand aside, right? You got to do something. As I said, I was considering maybe military service or something. And then I was really happy to get this opportunity to contribute with IT Army, because it's something what not maybe fully, but partially substitute your duty, right, if I can say so. But they definitely give you some sort of satisfaction, and it's a valid contribution to the resistance and now to the liberation of our country.
Okay, I
Let me give you maybe a quick overview of the whole organization, because it's, as I said, it's a volunteer organization. So everyone is working pro bono, so nobody is paid. The organization, however, it was announced officially by Ministry of Digital Transformation. It has never been run by Ministry of Digital Transformation. It has never been financed by government or somebody else. So we are fully operating on a crowdsourcing basis, open for everyone. You come, you bring your hardware, you bring your skills, but no more than that. So we don't even fundraise. If you will check our Telegram channel, you will you won't find any posts or something that where we try to raise some money or something like that.
How are you organized? Do you allow yourself to attack structure even if it causes victim?
Well, it has never happened, right? The hacking is like, at least the way on we hack, can't cause any damage. It can cause economical damage or inconvenience, but it can cause any casualties if you're talking about like people's lives or even health. It's actually one of the red lines, maybe something would distinguish us from similar organization in Russia or in other countries, terrorists. We also don't attack any healthcare units. You also can check, you know, the whole feed of reports for our missions, and maybe you will find some obstetric. It was like one time, but we have never gone for any hospitals or something what can really cause damage to life and health.
Yes, what have you already hacked, and what are you usually aiming for?
So first of all, the global idea of IT Army is to cause as much as possible of economical damage. We believe that the war will end not only on the battlefield.
Okay.
We need to exhaust the enemy. We need to make them economically, morally exhausted. That's the right way where we can expect that this country will never get back to us anymore. And working on the economical side, right, you know, there's a lot of sanctions were implied on Russia after invasion. We operate in a manner of extending this kind of sanction. Of course, it's unofficial, but operating on this DDoS attacking, we can take down some crucial services that sits deeply inside the country, which are not vulnerable for the international sanctions. So assuming that we want to make as much economical damage as possible, we identify 3 areas we want to be. The first one is the finance industry, banks, payment system, something what you know you turn off and it affect by collateral damage nearly everything around.
Okay.
Other 2 industries are quite similar to that, because the second one would be infrastructure, logistic and infrastructure. Right, so it's also something, if you turn on the licensing system, for instance, as we did like half a year ago.
And is your job also to fight the misinformation that the Russia want to do? And
well, yes and no. Oh, sorry,
no,
go ahead.
Yes, and are you destroying Russia propaganda like YouTube or Google?
Well, yes and no, but we have quite limited capacities how to really make a counter-propaganda, right? Because the meaning of counter-propaganda, you should find the propaganda and explain why this propaganda is not true. Okay. Right? And we can do only part of the job, right? We can find propaganda, maybe we can a bit restrict, you know, the way it does, but delivering other information is not always possible.
Why is cyberwar always very, very discreet?
The answer is it might look like a weakness, right? Because it's supposed that if all hackers gonna stick together, you know, and perform one big mission, that's gonna be something huge. But in practical, if you will consider all companies where we had to operate, including confidentiality, security, quite distinguished way on preparing missions, operating in a way of large community is quite hard. Like if now IT Army is about 160,000 of subscribers and maybe 10 or 15,000 of active members, and even the executive team comes like closer to 100 people. To manage such a huge organization, it was an organization, a single one, to take a lot of effort. Which is another way actually to keep building it very distributed, leaving people to work with the people they know and to do the job they know, doing it quite independently.
Do you?
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's okay. Do you confirm that its army has nothing to do with the Ukrainian government and army force?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We are not under management of the government. We don't receive financing or something from them. As I said, we were officially founded by the Minister of Digital Transformation,
Okay.
but they decided not to jump into any executive or non-executive roles. So practically, they funded people like myself, and we are just doing the job in the way we do. What they do, they quite often refer us on the interview saying that IT Army, they like what we do. And that's one of the things that help us, to stick such a big audience, because that's kind of combination of recognition, right, from the government side. So, and another reason, by the way, why we are not a traditional hacking group, right, that usually stay absolutely undisclosed. Ministry of Defense, they also don't play any role in the execution. Sometimes we have some personal connection, because I guess now, like everybody in Ukraine, right, has personal connection with military forces because somebody is in service, somebody is here and there. And we are also connected exactly this way. So, like, few people that are in the team, sometimes they just receive, the inquiry, hey guys, can you do that? Okay, like this type of service, we need to take it down.
Could the member of the IT Army help put an end to this war?
Yeah, I mean, it's what I was talking before, right? The war won't end on the battlefield only.
Yeah.
Let's wonder that our forces will kick them off the country. But if Russia will be still strong economically, physically, morally, they will get back again. It won't be end. So our understanding that we need to warn out Russia from different sides and economical context is really important. You might have heard, right? Like there's only one rule on the war end, right? When the population of country, they warn out, the war weariness is exceeding, so they can't fight anymore. And to do that, we should combine different ways, right? Like if our troops, they are fighting on the battlefield, our diplomacy, the organization like IT Army and others should work on getting down Russia economically, on getting down Russia morally, on getting down Russia from other side. So we're gonna tackle them from all sides to be sure that they will be incapable to attack us again.
Thank you, Mister, for the conversation.
Thank you so much, Mael. Yeah, and sorry again that I couldn't make it this morning.
Yeah, no, not problem. It's very cool for the conference. It's okay. Thank you.
My pleasure. Yeah, thank you so much, and feel free to reach me out anytime.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Cheers. Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.